In this video we want to build a shelf into a recess in a bathroom, and therefore we have this very beautiful model out of OSB. Now there are two critical points when we build the shelf. The first point is how to account for the not squareness here of the recess, because as you might know in a building nothing is square. And the second thing is how to make a mount that is either beautiful or is completely invisible, and we chose the invisible one. Now you might not want to start with your workpiece cutting it to size here. You want to start with a piece of OSB or a piece of paper, so you can try if you really have the measurements right. Speaking of measurements, we have to measure the recess first. To measure our recess, we have to make a bunch of measurements. First of all, we will measure the outside. So you will measure here and then pick the points where you will insert the boards. For example, here we want to make our board, and that's 514. On the top, it's 513. Then what you want to measure is the inside. To measure the inside, you can take the tape measure as well and just fold it into the corner. There we have 510 millimeters. Or you can take two folding rulers, put one down here into the corner, and then take the other one. And then from here to here it's 400, and then about 110, so we have 510 millimeters. To check if the corners are square, spoiler, they are not. Take a square, take a look, and they are far from square. So I will take my bevel gauge and exactly take the angle, and as you can see here, there's quite a difference. Let's see if it fits. Oh, and it fits pretty much like you want a woodworking joint to fit. That's a little bit too tight for the actual shelf board because you would damage the wall when you push it in, so we will make it just a hair shorter. We've transferred our measurements from the prototype to our actual workpiece, and it fits nicely, but it's not too tight. We can still let it fall down. Now, to hold it in place, we have these small little strips. They will get screwed to the side, and then we will route a slot into our board, and it will get stuck on it. Now, to determine the height for the shelf board, you could measure it from the floor, but if the floor is crooked or not leveled perfectly, your board is going to end up crooked as well. Now, you probably are all familiar with a normal level, and yeah, it works, but in the 21st century we have something nicer. We can use a laser. And as you can see, we have two lines. We have a horizontal line and a vertical line, and there you can perfectly align your board to the laser mark. To make sure we route in the center of our workpiece, we can use our router system. Therefore we have these small bolts that get screwed in here, just like that. And then you can geometrically find the center of your workpiece. Just put it in. It doesn't matter if it's this way or that way. And then you can close the profiles here, push them a little bit to your workpiece, then screw them tight. And another benefit, it also ensures your router is not tipping in any direction. Okay, let's see. Ooh, that fits nicely. if you don't have our router system yet, you could get away with a piece of plywood and then screw another 2 pieces of plywood to the bottom, and then yeah, you have to measure a little bit, but yeah, with this router system it's way easier, and you can find it down in the description below. Now the question is, how much does it hold? Let's give it a shot and stack some weights. I would say lightweight, baby. That makes 110. And I'm scared.
Okay.
But it works. Okay.
Okay.
That's 84 kilos and
82.
so 166.
Okay. Oh, unbreakable.